Hello, welcome back. It's a Friday night, headed up here after work. This is my favourite place, this is my happy place, Simonside Hills. We walk this every Sunday night to keep the legs fit for hiking. I'm going to try something a little bit different tonight. It's going to be attempted a cave camp. When me and Andy were walking one time last summer, we were well off the track, just doing a little bit of exploring, and we came across this crag with a little hole at the bottom. So I crawled in, had a look around, and climbed up this sort of section. I saw there was a little bit of a ledge in this cave. So last Sunday, went back to that spot and see if it was big enough to lie down in, which it was. Had a little bit of a leak. It was dripping off a rock, but I think we'll give it a go. We'll see how we get on. So I'll bring you along for this little adventure and we'll see how we get on. So we're getting close to the area where we're going to get up through the heather and the bilberry. But this is the crag where the cave is. There's the entrance. Just going to get my backpack off because there's no way I can fit in there with the backpack. Get a head torch out and show us around. So this is a bit, well, I've got to climb up this way. It's really tight, climbing up to this section. Here's the cave. This is the part where I can lie down here, which I've tested, but I need to level the ground somewhat. So I've got to squeeze the pack in and try and make a home for the night. Got a little bit more light on the job now, but I'm in. Bit of a struggle getting the backpack up, but I'm going to try and level off the ground here a little bit, get some of the stuff out of the bag. There is limited room to, I'm going to be upward sloping, but if I'm trying to level that out a bit. I was telling people I wouldn't go for a cave camping and they say, are you mad? I don't know, what about it? When I saw it last summer, it wasn't until I sort of left and I was thinking to myself, I think I could get a camp in there. Then you sort of think about it, you think that'd be quite fun. Doesn't worry me sleeping in the cave spiders and nothing like that. The only thing, which is a little bit of, you know, what a little bit of concern, a lot of adders around these parts. So I had a good check around on Sunday when I was scoping it out. And have a little bit of a check around the night, but I don't think that I've been anywhere near humans, so if there's any sort of noise which I've made a racket getting in, I should be fine. So I'm going to try and get the place a little bit more comfortable and I'll bring you back. So anyway, Lisa was buying some bits and bobs from Timu, which is, you want anything? I thought, oh, little scope. So a few YouTubers doing some Timu scrolls, holes, but saw this little shovel. It's one of those things where I think you got to check the measurements. Should have pictured that. I said, well, it'll be alright for my poop kit, possibly. But that's the size of it there. It will actually be perfect just to help scrape out in there. But it could be worse. I could have got the dimensions wrong on a tent. So I brought the Robins biddy, the one I used in the GR131 10-week in Downton area. You can remember that video that got soaked in it one night. Come back and did a little research. I just watched a couple of reviews. I think it was because, you know, outdoors and Border Rambler, and wasn't until I got back I sort of went and looked at the small print and the dimensions, and the base is waterproof, but the top is highly water resistant, which is a big difference between waterproof. But I should have done my own research a little bit further. So that's how we got soaked. I don't think it's as I say, it's just highly. Don't think it's a silk coated, and I definitely don't think it's seam sealed. Yeah, but it'll do the job right here. I've got the air sac for pumping up there, but I'm going to use my flex steel. But I'm going to wait till it gets a little bit dark and I'll make sure everybody's off the trails, because that pump's not too stealthy, is it? Makes a hell of a noise. So that's what we're back out. Walking around these crags quite a few times before, but all these crags you've got to be careful, because there'll be just a little bit of vegetation over some quite big drops. So that's actually on top of the cave. That's where my kit is, down in there. There is plenty of ventilation. It's these holes you've got to be careful of. See, there's plenty of ventilation in there. So I've got the twig box. As I see, these heathers are just covering huge gaps. Certainly leg breakers if you're not careful. Don't think I'd be attempting this at this dark. It's just way too nice for it even to be stuck in a cave. The forecast has been iffy all day. We've had rain at work today and it wasn't forecast. But there was cloud and it looked like a risk of rain when I was coming up tonight. But now we're here. What an evening. Absolutely stunning. Wow, what a view. Bloody stunning. That's the sun just about going down. Been sat here about an hour just taking in the views. So I did do a little trial on a twig box, and the smoke is getting sucked straight out up that gap. So, quite atmospheric. A little bit of a fire going in the cave. It's raised up so it'll not scorch the rock. And as I say, all the smoke's getting sucked out. So I'm doing currywurst. It's just about done. So some curry powder, tomato sauce, bratwurst sausage, perfect. Lots of twig box out now. Cans are letting run out. I've got my kit sorted. I'm just going to watch this droopy rock. But I think I'm going to turn in for the night and I'll bring you all back in the morning. That's all out now, packed up, left no trace. What did I think of the cave camp? It had its novelties. The candle light and everything else was okay, but the limited space was an absolute nightmare. The sleep mat area in the bivvy, that took up just about all the floor space, so it was very tight. But it's done, it's ticked off the list. Would I do another one? Not in that cave, it's too small. As I say, it was a bit of a novelty. And it was such a good night last night. No wind. Would have been a good night to be on the mountains, to be honest with you. But yeah, cave camp ticked off. Bring on the next adventure.